Hi there, I'm Faye. This is Alex. We're from Crawley AC Middle Distance Group. We're going to take you through just a quick yoga-based stretching session that we did with a middle distance group earlier this week live, and they wanted it recorded. If you go through it once, it's really great. If you do it 2 or 3 times, then obviously you're going to get more out of your stretching, and it stretches all the major muscle groups for running. So first of all, we're just going to get a little bit warmed up. If you haven't been doing any running before this, if you're doing it at the end of a run, probably don't need to do the warm up. So we're just bending our knees and just starting to swing the arms. From here, we're going to take it into a nice diving position, like you're diving up towards the ceiling. Really lengthening out of the legs. Lift the pelvis, lift the heart, and start to lift your gaze. Great stuff. Okay, I'm just going to turn side on. Most of you are familiar for a cat, and we're just going to do it in standing. So you're going to take your forehead towards your pubic bone and round yourself into cat, and then lengthen your tail and your forehead away from each other. Taking your forehead towards your tail or your pubic bone, rounding, your heart swings up into your chest, and then release, let your tail go behind you, lift your heart, lift your gaze. And again, rounding, releasing the back muscles, and then lengthening, pressing out of the legs a little bit, starting to lift a bit taller, and rounding, getting that nice long curve through the spine, opening up your sit bones, hands pressing against the thighs to lift your heart, lift your gaze. Last one, and rounding, opening up your back and arching and lifting into a back bend, and release, come up. Okay, from here, take your left arm forward, right arm back, and just start to swing. Lovely. Start to open up the back arm, keep the pelvis facing forwards, and let the heart swing side to side as you reach that back arm back, reaching the front arm forwards. And then take the arms all the way to the top and see if you can come round. A little bit of a coordination challenge, this one. Doesn't matter if you get lost. Start at the top, turn, come down the other way, and then reverse it. Start at the top, turn the other way, come round, swing back up again. Lovely, couple more. Last one. Great stuff. I'm just going to stand side on again. So from here, we're in a nice long back position, and we're just going to drop our hands towards the floor, look between the legs, and then hands to the thighs and sit into a half squat, and then drop down, straighten the legs, look between the legs, and then drop again into your squat. Crown of the head, the top of the head towards the floor, arms lengthening long. And then sitting back towards your heels and looking up. Last one. Crown of the head towards the floor and looking up. Okay, so now we're going to start our little sequence. Alex is going to be showing you some easier variations to the ones that I'm doing. Only do what you're comfortable to do. If you're not happy with something, just leave it out completely. Okay, so we're standing feet hip width apart, and we're reaching up, diving up towards the sky. Open up the arms, and we're bending at the hips to come forwards, hugging the back of the legs, forehead towards your knees, crown of the head to the floor, and just breathe here a couple of breaths. Breathing in, sighing out. Another breath in, sigh out. Then bend your knees so your hands come to the floor. Step one leg back, step the other leg back, and slowly lower yourself down towards the floor. From here, the knees slide towards your belly button as you look away. Only go as far as your back and your neck are happy. And then release back out, lengthen out long. Open up the legs so they're wider than hip width apart, heels in, toes out. And you're going to peel yourself up into upward dog, lifting through the crown of the head. Breath in here. And release and come back down again. Get your toes curled under, press out of the floor, lift your pelvis up and back and step in a bit into your downward dog. So from here, you're looking in towards the pubic bone, reaching out of the arms, letting the heels drop towards the floor, and you're breathing. So bring your heart between your hands, step forwards with your right leg, drop your left leg towards the floor, and then open up your left hand towards the ceiling, looking up towards your fingertips. Hold and breathe for a couple of breaths. You're going to stand out of the floor. You're into your warrior pose here. If you need to open up the front leg to lunge a little bit deeper, then do so. But your hips stay in the middle. Your legs are pressing out. Your arms are reaching long out of your armpits. You're looking forwards over your front fingertips, back foot pressing away. And then lift your back heel, reach your arm up and come down towards the floor. Let your knee come towards the floor. Lift the arm of the back leg up into the sky and lunge forwards. Again, if you feel you need to reach your leg forwards a little bit more, do so to get the stretch. You should feel stretched down the side and right the way towards the knee. And then pop the hand down towards the floor. You're going to step that back leg in just behind the heel of the front leg and sit towards the floor and then cross the leg over. Here we're looking for a glute stretch. So we're going to hug the leg in towards us, sitting tall through our sit bones, lengthening through the crown of your head, feeling that stretch in the front crossed buttock area. Then you're going to look over your right shoulder. You're going to hug that right leg across the body. Lean on your right hand to deepen the stretch. Breathe. And then we're going to release. We're going to come forwards. We're going to take that leg, we're going to uncross it, and we're going to lengthen it behind us so that we're coming into something called pigeon. So my foot, my hip, my back hip is resting into my foot. I'm lengthening that leg away. When I'm there, I'm slowly going to walk my hands towards me if I need to get a bit deeper stretch. Slowly looking up, reaching through the crown of the head like I'm going to put the head onto my foot behind me. And then a softening back down on towards my elbows. I'm going to fold my knees, so bring my foot towards my bottom. And then I'm going to reach round to grab my foot and gently get a quad stretch. Breathe. Feel that the pelvis stays low. Lovely. And then we're going to release the foot to the floor. We're going to come out of that stretch by stepping forwards. Step your foot between your hands. Other one comes to join and we roll back up again. So we'll take that to the other side. So now you're doing your left side. That's it. Okay, so we reach our arms up towards the ceiling. Lengthen out of the legs. Take a breath in here. As you sigh out, fold from the hips, wrapping your arms round, taking your forehead to your knees. From here, if you have a chair, if you have a step, you press against it, and this time we're going to lift the heart, lift the gaze, send the tail away, and bring the shoulder blades down the back, and then soften again to round, crown towards the floor, hugging the knees to the forehead. And then bend your knees, allow your hands to go to the floor, and you're going to step back out into your plank position. Hold for a moment and breathe. And then lower yourself down towards the floor. Bend your knees in towards the floor as you look away, and you'll slowly feel that stretch intensify between your shoulder blades and maybe on your neck. So be careful. Just go as high as you feel comfortable to. Elbows stay tucked in, and then lengthen back out. Open up the legs so they're wide and hip width apart, heels in, toes out. And you're going to peel the front of the body off into upward dog. Lovely. Breathe here. And then release, soften down into the floor, curl the toes under, get ready for your upward dog. Press out of the floor, lift the pelvis, reach out of the arms and step the feet slightly further in towards you. Press out of your arms, look towards your pubic bone, like your forehead is going towards your tail again as you reach out of your arms. Heels to the floor, breathe. We're going to hover our heart between our hands. We're going to step forwards with our left leg. We're going to bring the right leg, the heel to the floor. That's it. So you're slowly standing out of that leg, looking up towards the top arm into that triangle pose. Couple of breaths. And then we're going to stand out of this front leg, come up into warrior pose. Feed that front leg out if you need to. And then lunge to feel that openness of the inside muscles. Reach out of the arms so the shoulders drop down and away from the ears. And breathe. From here, lift the back heel. Lift this arm up as you turn forwards. Drop the hands towards the floor. Drop the knee to the floor. And then the same arm as the back leg reaches up to the sky. And if you need to, you lunge into it to feel that stretch in that back hip. Breathing. Lovely. Then release. Step that back leg forwards, bringing it across and behind the heel. And then you're going to sit between or just behind the other heel. Hug that leg in and across as far as is comfortable too. And we should feel that if we sit nice and tall and we're hugging that leg in, that we feel a stretch in the front crossed leg, in the buttock muscle there. From here, you're going to look over that shoulder of the front cross leg. You're going to hug that thigh across, rest on the palm behind you, and deepen the stretch. And breathe. From here, we release. We come up, we put the hand on the floor, we unhook the front leg, and we send it behind us into pigeon pose. So we're coming down, 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 dropping that hip towards the instep. If you want to deepen the stretch, you slowly walk your hands towards you. You imagine that you're going to place your head onto your foot behind you, like you're doing a back bend. Couple of breaths. Doing well, nearly there. And release. Come down onto your elbows. Let your heel come towards your bottom, folding the knee. Turn to look over the opposite shoulder. And then gently hold on to the foot and bring it towards you to deepen and feel the quad stretch of the back leg. Let the pelvis stay low, but don't force anything. And breathe. Release the foot. Turn to face center. Press yourself back up. Stand between your hands. One foot, then the other. Roll yourself back up again. And you're there. So you could repeat that another couple of times. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. It was a little bit more dynamic. There's only a few breaths on each, so it doesn't take too long. So I hope you take the time to do this to improve your running and keep your flexibility going. And if you have any problems, then you can contact me through Crawley AC. My name is Faye Ballard, and I have a company called I Move Pilates. I teach Pilates, and I teach something called Garuda, which is like a variation of like mixture of Pilates